Mr. Tarrio, who going into the election period grew in stature. We saw Donald Trump tell the Proud Boys to stand by. Then we saw longtime Trump advisors like Roger Stone link up with Tarrio in December 2020. This is footage you have of the two of them. You see right there together. They were getting crowds going. There was a whole lead up to January 6th. That didn't happen overnight. Tarrio was working with this other convicted seditionist, Stuart Rhodes, who was sentenced to a hefty 18 years, part of the Oath Keepers. Here you can actually see the pair meeting on the eve of the insurrection.
Stuart,
pleasure's all mine. I'm going to stay close just to make sure my guys are okay.
Okay. And I'm going to
So tomorrow, and I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow.
A lot of stuff to do tomorrow, and we all watched and witnessed what that entailed.
We just had protesters circle, breach the line. We need backup.
We just saw that rather dramatic footage of now two convicted seditionists in that parking garage. Nick Rhodes is a documentary filmmaker. You may recall he testified to the January 6th committee about his work, his observations, his reporting. And we thought it would be interesting, of course, to hear from you today. You were so close to all of that. There are many strands to this, many investigative pieces, but your footage, according to the Jan 6 committee and others, added to the factual record. First, the floor is yours, having spent time with these individuals. Your thoughts on Mr. Tarrio's hefty sentence tonight?
I don't think they thought they were in any shape or form playing in the sedition sandbox. I think that they thought that they would create some chaos. They would end up trying to fight Antifa. They were definitely there to put pressure on Congress, but I don't think they thought they were looking at 20 years plus. I think they were happy to take the risk for a couple of years, but I don't think they factored in the crowd and how their actions would, provoke the crowd and how the crowd would, end up changing the whole scenario for them.
Yeah. And when we look at this process, we see different reactions from them now that they've ground through this process. You mentioned the larger policy concerns about the criminal justice system in America, something we touch on in this program. Although I will say, Mr. Tarrio is right in the mainstream of that. He's certainly not getting a harsher sentence. We've seen people hit with longer sentences for less, including poor and black and brown people. We've seen people hit with very long sentences for drug-related crimes that don't have any near the carnage of the January 6 events. But I understand the larger nuance you're drawing. I did want to show the contrast, because here's what Mr. Tarrio said just moments ago in that courtroom. Quote, my candidate lost. That's a sort of a heresy among some of those MAGA folks. I'm profusely sorry. What happened on January 6th, which he, more than many, helped convert into an insurrection. He led the stack formations. He had the advanced planning that many other people did not. He now calls it today, quote, a national embarrassment. I want to contrast that to others who have not changed. Joe Biggs was hit with 17 years, but he is still holding out hope that his sponsor, Donald Trump, will bail him out one more time. Take a listen.
Oh, I know he'll pardon us. I believe that with all my heart.
You have 1 minute remaining.
But I do believe that Donald J. Trump will pardon us, and he should. We didn't do anything. We're his supporters. We went there like he asked.
You can hear that's a jailhouse call, a prison call. We went there like he asked. Two very different responses to this. Given, again, your time with all of them, what do you see there in some of the different responses from these people?
I mean, there will be a consistent response from all of them. I think their only strategy now is to wait for Trump to pardon them. And I mean, I think it's the same type of strategy that Trump is playing. I mean, he has to become elected to avoid the legal troubles he has in multiple jurisdictions. So that's, without further cooperation with law enforcement, that's their best opportunity. And I believe that Tarrio is the only person that could provide the authorities with any type of information that would be useful for prosecuting, others that have colluded with them.